University Challenge. Asking the questions, Jeremy Paxman.
Hello, it's something of a David and Goliath fixture tonight as a university college takes on a red brick university giant. At stake is a place in the second round. Now, Lincoln College, Oxford, was founded by Richard Fleming, the Bishop of Lincoln, in 1427, and it's said to be Oxford's best-preserved college because its relative poverty over the centuries spared it from much rebuilding, or as the Freshers' Handbook puts it, there are no grotty 60s annexes to spoil the pretty bits. One of its traditions takes place on Ascension Day when hot pennies are thrown off the tower to local school children, apparently in order to teach them about greed. What a pity those nice people at RBS didn't go to school there. Alumni include John Wesley, the children's writer Dr. Seuss, and the novelist John le Carré, who based the character of George Smiley on Lincoln's rector, the historian Vivian Green. Representing around 600 students and with an average age of 23, let's meet the Lincoln team.
Hi, I'm Victor Jones. I'm from South Africa and I'm reading for a doctorate in plant sciences.
Hi, I'm Michael Hopkins, originally from Haywards Heath in West Sussex, and I'm reading biochemistry.
And their captain.
Hi, I'm Jackie Thompson. I'm from Orange County, California, and I'm reading for a doctorate in experimental psychology.
Hi, I'm Hugh Reid. I'm from Winchester, and I'm reading for a doctorate in history.
Manchester University traces its roots to the early 19th century and today claims to be the largest single-site university in the UK with about 40,000 students. It has a distinguished record on this programme, having won the competition 3 times, and it is, of course, the current holder of the trophy. Among its teaching staff have been the Nobel laureates Ernest Rutherford and Niels Bohr, and among its students have been the philosopher Ludwig Wittgenstein, the novelist Anthony Burgess, and more recently the physicist Brian Cox, who's now a professor there. Representing a student body over 60 times the size of their opponents tonight and with an average age of 28, let's meet the Manchester team.
Hi, I'm David Bryce. I'm from Kingston upon Thames and I study economics.
Hi, I'm Adam Barr. I'm from Muswell Hill in North London and I'm studying physics with astrophysics.
And this is their captain.
Hi, I'm Richard Gilbert. I'm from Warwickshire and I'm studying linguistics.
Hi, I'm Debbie Brown. I'm from Buxton in Derbyshire and I'm studying for a PhD in pain epidemiology.
OK, the rules are the same as they always are. 10 points for starters, 15 for bonuses, 5-point penalties for incorrect interruptions to starter questions. Fingers on the buzzer. Here's your first starter for 10. What was defined by Buckminster Fuller as a...
Manchester Bryce.
Is it buckyball?
I'm afraid you lose 5 points. Very, very short order. Right, you get the rest of it, Lincoln College. Defined by Buckminster Fuller as a self-balancing, 28-jointed, adapter-based biped, an electrochemical reduction plant and a university-distributed telephone system needing no service for 70 years if well managed.
Lincoln Thompson.
Geodesic dome.
No, it's a human being. 10 points for this. Listen carefully. Words meaning musical or expressive, not figurative or metaphorical, and firm in allegiance to a person or institution, all begin and end with which letter?
Lincoln Hopkins.
L.
L is correct. Lyrical, literal, and loyal. Right, the first bonuses are to you then, Lincoln College. They're on former Soviet republics from the opening sentence of the country's introduction in the CIA World Fact Book. In each case, identify the country from the description. Firstly, this country's lands were united under Mindaugas in 1236. Over the next century, through alliances and conquest, it extended its territory to include most of present-day Belarus and Ukraine.
Would that be like Moravia or Silesia? Moravia.
No, it's Lithuania. For centuries, the eastern part of this country formed part of the Persian province of Khorasan. In medieval times, Merv was one of the great cities of the Islamic world.
Turkmenistan.
Correct. Formerly part of Romania, this country was incorporated into the Soviet Union at the close of World War II.
Moldova.
Moldova is correct, yes. 10 points for this starter question. In biology, what term is used for the space enclosed by an organ, such as the bladder, or a tubular structure, such as the gastrointestinal tract? The same word is the SI unit for the measure.
Lincoln Jones.
Lumen.
Lumen is correct, yes. Right, your second set of bonuses are on mathematics. Introduced by the English mathematician John Wallis in 1655, what is denoted by the mathematical symbol sometimes called the lemniscate, from the Latin for ribbon?
Infinity.
Correct. In the form of a letter of the Hebrew alphabet with a subscript, what symbol is used to represent the smallest infinite cardinal number in set theory?
Chi.
No, it's Aleph null or Aleph naught or Aleph zero. What name is given to a line that acts as the limit of a curve such that its distance from the curve approaches zero as the line tends to infinity?
Yeah, asymptote.
Correct. 10 points for this. The Pinch, How the Baby Boomers Took Their Children's Future and Why They Should Give It Back, is a work by which politician who became the MP for Havant in 1992? After the 2010 general election, he was appointed Minister of State for Universities and Science.
Lincoln Hopkins.
David Willetts.
Correct. Right, your bonuses this time are on Stage Works, Lincoln College. Which playwright's stage work Anne Boleyn premiered at Shakespeare's Globe in July 2010? His other plays include The Romans in Britain and Pravda.
Howard Printon.
Correct. The Donmar Warehouse's production of which play by Friedrich Schiller transferred to Broadway in April 2009 with Janet McTeer in the title role?
It's a female title role. Schiller. Ophelia.
No, it's Mary Stuart. And finally, what is the three-word alternative title of Shakespeare's Henry VIII, an early performance of which caused the Globe Theatre to burn down in 1613?
Too Many Wives.
No, it's All Is True. Right, we're going to take a picture round now. For your picture starter, you're going to see a logo of an international animal welfare organisation. 10 points if you can identify the organisation from the logo.
Lincoln Hopkins.
Born Free.
It is the Born Free Foundation, yes. Following on from that, 3 more animal welfare organisation logos, 5 points for each you can identify. Firstly,
All I know is the World Wildlife Fund. No. We don't know.
I'll show you. It is the League Against Cruel Sports. Secondly,
Some sort of welfare for that. I don't know.
Heifer International.
no, that is Compassion in World Farming. And finally,
It's like the thing where they don't test it on animals.
It's the RSPCA.
It's not international. RSPCA.
no, that's the People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals. All of them have got to do a bit of work on brand recognition, haven't they? Right, 10 points for this. It's no part of a Prime Minister's duty to take a country into a war which he thinks you can't win. These words were attributed to which Prime Minister by Alec Douglas Hume, his parliamentary private secretary?
Manchester Gilbert.
Eden.
No, his parliamentary private secretary at the time. You lose 5 points.
Lincoln Hopkins.
Churchill.
No, it was Neville Chamberlain. 10 points for this. Deriving ultimately from the Greek meaning burn or sacrifice, what name is given to a herb with both medical and culinary uses, which often forms part of the Arabic condiment za'atar and the European bouquet garni?
Lincoln Jones.
Time.
Time is correct, yes. Your bonuses, Lincoln College, are on whales, from the structure through which they filter food from water. What term is used to describe whales such as the rorqual, blue, fin and humpback?
Baleen.
Correct. Dawes, trews, spectacled and harbour are species of which family of toothed whales, related to but more compact than dolphins?
Porpoise.
Correct. Which toothed whales have only 2 teeth at the upper jaw tip, the left one of which in males is a straight protruding tusk?
Oh, narwhal.
Correct. Right, another starter question. 10 points for this, see if you can get going with it, Manchester. Bituminous, Barnet, Bearpaw, Wheeler and Burgess are among words that may describe formations or varieties of...
Manchester Bar.
Shale.
Shale is correct, yes. OK, you're off the mark. Well, you're on the mark now. Here are your bonuses. They're on US comic book artists. Which prolific illustrator and writer was the creator of Fritz the Cat in 1959 and in 2009 produced an illustrated version of the Book of Genesis?
No, we don't know.
It's Robert Crumb. Secondly, Harvey Pekar, who died in 2010, created which comic book chronicle of the mundane? It formed the basis of a film of 2003 which starred Paul Giamatti as Pekar.
It's one word. It's one word, and it's like unbelievable. Or
Pass.
no, okay. Incredible, something like that.
No, it's American Splendor. And finally, Wilson is a 2010 work by which US graphic novelist who previously published the books David Boring and Ghost World?
Don't know. Alan Moore.
No, it's Daniel Close. 10 points for this, meaning passionate with emotion. What French word links the title of Beethoven's Piano Sonata No. 8 in...
Lincoln Jones.
Appassionata?
No, you lose 5 points. No. 8 in C minor and the subtitle of Tchaikovsky's Symphony No. 6. I'll tell you, it's Pathétique. 10 points for this. Long-listed for the Booker Prize in 2010, which novel by the Australian Christos Tsiolkas tells of an altercation at a barbecue between a young boy and an adult and the effect...
Manchester Gilbert.
Slap.
The slap is correct, yes. Right, your bonuses this time are on mathematics. The fundamental theorem of arithmetic states that every positive integer can be written uniquely as a product of one or more of which type of number?
Primes.
Correct. The statement that every polynomial equation having complex coefficients and positive degree has at least one complex root is known as the fundamental theorem of which branch of mathematics?
Number theory.
Number theory.
No, it's algebra. A part of the fundamental theorem of calculus states that one can retrieve a function up to addition of constants by performing which operation to its integral?
Differential. Differential.
Differentiation is correct, yes. 10 points for this starter question. Which body within the solar system has features which include the plateau Tellus Regio, the canyon system Hecate Chasma, and the volcano Mart Mons?
Manchester Gilbert.
Mars.
Anyone like to buzz from Lincoln? Take a punt.
Lincoln Hopkins.
Venus.
Venus is correct, yes. Your bonuses this time, Lincoln, are on tennis. The first African-American to win the men's singles championships at Wimbledon. Which sportsman gives his name to the main tennis stadium of the US Open?
Arthur Ashe.
Arthur Ashe is correct. Secondly, the second largest court of the Roland Garros Stadium in Paris is named after which player? Nicknamed La Divine, she dominated Wimbledon and the French championships in the early 1920s.
Pass.
That's Suzanne Lenglen. And finally, in 2000, the organisers of the Australian Open renamed Melbourne Park's Centre Court in honour of which player who won over 180 titles in a 23-year career?
Sorry?
Rod Laver.
Nominate Reed.
Rod Laver.
Rod Laver is correct, yes.